Hi, I'm Michelle from FunOnADime.net, and I'm going to tell you the difference between braces and Invisalign. I had braces when I was a teenager for about 3 years, and now I have Invisalign after my teeth shifted and I needed to get them corrected again. Braces, everyone knows them commonly as train tracks. You have metal brackets that are placed on all your teeth with a wire and some bands. You need to go in every 4 weeks to get it adjusted, where they replace the wire and the bands. Of course, the bands can be colored and all that fun stuff. With braces, you never get to take them off. With braces, you're limited on your food. You're not supposed to have any sugar, any soda, any candies, chewies, stuff. With Invisalign, you are given these clear plastic trays. You go in for your appointment every 6 weeks, and they have molded these trays from the beginning, and they adjust every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, you put in a new set of trays, and they slowly adjust your teeth instead of going in for the one big adjustment like you would with braces. The appointments are really quick. Basically, the orthodontist looks at your teeth, make sure everything feels right, you put in a tray for him if it's your switch day, and I usually leave with 3 bags of enough for 6 weeks of trays. In the middle of your treatment, so I'm going to be on tray 15 when I'm done with this, and that means so I've had them on for 30 weeks. I'm going to get new molds done, and then they're going to make more trays for the next half of the procedure. Some people have Invisalign on less, some people have more, just like braces. With Invisalign, I mean, you're limited on what you can eat when Invisalign's in your mouth. You have your trays on, but other than that, I can pretty much have anything else that I want. Also with Invisalign, I forgot to mention, you're also given these little buttons, they call them, and they remind me a lot of bracket, and they don't snag on your gums, and I barely noticed that they're there, but the first time they put them on, it felt, my teeth, it was the adjustment, it just felt like braces, it reminded me of it, but you don't see them, and depending on the person and their mouth, some people have more, some people have less. I have one on every single, these teeth right here, and then like 2 on the bottom. The trays aren't noticeable. Most of the time people notice my Invisalign, that I have Invisalign, just because if I have my trays out and I'm eating, they'll see the buttons. And most of the time it's my nieces who like are 13 and 14 that have just had their braces off or just got them on. And hardly any adult has ever paid attention to my teeth. And oh, I was gonna put them in for you. And as with the talking, as my teeth are adjusting, my bite's moving back. So I feel like there's a little bit of a lisp every now and then, but after a day or so I get used to it and I can barely tell that they're there. So that's how easy they are to pop in. And so there you go. And then, and you can see, you can hardly tell. And then to take out. So pretty simple. With pain, with braces, I remember the first couple days after getting an adjustment were pretty painful. They weren't comfortable to eat food. The brackets would sometimes start snagging on the inside of your mouth and make it bleed. Of course, there's stuff to cover it up to make it easier, but sometimes it just didn't want to stay on. With Invisalign, the first time I wore my tray, I remember thinking, oh, this is just like braces. And I remember thinking, oh, eating's gonna be a pain, but as soon as I took those trays out and I went to go eat, it didn't hurt. And that was kind of nice, a nice perk. And then with, I'm trying to think of any other pain. As long as I wear my Invisalign trays 21 hours a day, like you're supposed to, when you do the new trays, it hardly hurts. So if I'm not consistent, if I don't wear them that much, as much as I'm supposed to, that's when I can feel it a bit tighter, because there's a little more adjustment to catch up. As far as care, with braces you brush after every meal, and you have to floss, but flossing was always difficult because you had the metal wire in between, and I remember my floss always breaking on my brackets, and there's the little wire thing that you take, and anyways, I just remember I didn't floss very much when I had braces. With Invisalign, I can take my trays out and it's just like flossing like normal. There's no, I don't have any issues with flossing. As far as brushing with Invisalign, same thing with braces. You brush after every meal, or at least I brush after every meal. If for some reason I can't, I'll just swish water and put my trays in as soon as I can brush my teeth or get to my toothbrush, I'll go brush my teeth. The trays stay pretty clean after you just brush them with your toothbrush and water. And I thought when I first got them, I was afraid they're going to be really stinky, but I haven't had an issue like that. When I wake up in the morning, there's kind of a little bit of a residue on them, that like cotton mouth, but on there, and just brush it off and it comes off easy. As far as after braces, you're molded just like you were with Invisalign, and they make retainers for you to help maintain your teeth, and you wear them at night. With Invisalign, I was told it looks very much like these trays, and that they're just thicker and a more sturdier material than these ones. These ones are a little more flexible, so they can adjust with your teeth. One thing I've noticed with braces versus Invisalign is that braces is less responsibility. Of course, you have to be careful in what foods you eat and brushing your teeth so your teeth don't stain. But with Invisalign, there's the tendency to take it out and forget to put it back in if the day gets busy, or leave the house by accident without grabbing them, and then you're without them for an hour or two. And so there's that responsibility in making sure you don't accidentally put down your Invisalign somewhere and it gets thrown in the trash can, or anything like that. So that's the only difference there.